sec. Alright, we back. Alrighty. So, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a power outage. The whole purpose of what we're doing basically is, so the resolved root, that's where I was. So basically, it was trying to get me to basically always refresh the entire directory at all times. And I'm like, that's inefficient and shitty. So then basically what we're doing now is using the watchdog to refresh the window that I'm currently on, and only that window. So it doesn't actually refresh the entire directory or some sort of dictionary or anything like that. It just refreshes whatever is available inside of that particular folder that we're in our current footprint. So that's pretty much what we're doing here. It is just revamping that to essentially, and now that's what we finished. And now what we're going to do from here on out is grab the outputs of the API and ingest it into the UI, so then that way the UI can update. And it's also going to use it to update the actual breadcrumb trail at the bottom of the UI itself too. So that's pretty much what we're doing. That's in a nutshell what we're doing today. That's the goal. All right. Start of day, 3 p.m. Trying to see what is the next task. It should be SFTP updating, breaking the SSH manager dependency for the application to actually start. That was the other thing that was happening. I think that's pretty much where we're starting. I think let's start with that, the SSH manager dependency for the application to start. It's causing a crash on boot. And then, yeah, let's move forward from there. And then, like I said, afterwards, we're going to do the SFTP stuff. We're going to take the SFTP outputs of the new SFTP systems and have them update the application. But first, what we need to have it do is basically, I believe we actually have some stuff wired up. It's just literally, I want to see where we're at once we get past the SSH manager crashing. Essentially this. Oh shit, it's on max effort. Alright, hold on a second. Hold on. Where are we at with tokens? Let's see where it takes us from there. We're gonna do planning mode stuff right afterwards, and then we'll take it from there. Wait a second, did they just release a new model? Oh shit! Oh, hold on a second. All right, we gotta finish this. We gotta finish this task, and then we're updating the model. They just released a new model. I gotta see what this is about. My friend just posted about that. Wait a second. Settings UI. Good. Just designed another thing in my head. Hold on. All right. So the QR backend. The QR can be login. Can be done in two different ways. We have it can hold two different paths. Pre-existing or new user. And here it's going to hold pre-auth key. Username. Let's take a look at this. Wait. Oh, shit. Quick thing. So is once once the user is done being set up for the local doc init, is it not setting the configuration file variable key JSON key to local setup complete true, because that's now the only one that's actually relevant to the setup. So it's like basically it should make it so this no longer needs to boot into the Is Mythos released too? Wait, hold on a second. Did Claude release Mythos? Wait, hold on. Did Anthropic release Mythos? That's interesting. I might just be using that soon. We'll see. As of right now, I'm sticking to Opus just because my tokens, I'm like running low on tokens for the day, so I'm just not gonna bother with that. But let's see here. Setup selector. I think I forgot to add that to the end of the local setup. Well, doc initialization step. This way, the next time I boot the application, it doesn't go back into the setup selector window. Just to clarify the logic, beforehand it used to be that it needed to be local setup, and then it also had another one that was a variable for, I think we removed the doc initialization variable, like the key for that. That should be completely removed from the configuration file, JSON file. So it should only be dependent on local setup being true or not. Let's go ahead and actually just remove this. Better go ahead and recopy a new one. Flash the memory. All right. Yeah, run it. Basically, at the end of the init setup, it should be basically the local, like it should just set up as the local setup complete true. Yeah, init local true. That makes sense. Let's do that. But instead of just adding the actual configuration item as a unique addition, let's do that as part of the default build, and then that way we can make the configuration JSON file, and then that way we can make the configuration JSON file. Then that way we can make the setup window opening on boot of the application dependent on that variable. So then that way it defaults to false, and then at the end it makes it true at the end of the setup. So the only thing you're actually doing is not adding configuration item, you are updating the configuration key. Does that make sense? I'd rather keep the architecture just very, what's the word I'm looking for? Compartmentalized. All right, then let me reset the fucking scorched earth. Nice. All right, now we go over here. Let me just see, make sure this thing is done. Boop. Done. Boop. Cool. Not running on just yet. I need to set up the system to be able to flash that from here. I don't know, I'm sick and tired of swapping the fucking thing. No. Once again, you are adding a configuration item. We need to update the configuration item. Is there not one to just add? Okay. Ah, okay. Beautiful. I didn't realize that you had already added that to the default JSON file. I'm just going to double check it. Awesome. Let me see the JSON file. Here it is. Init local true. Alrighty, we're good. Solid. Alright, so I guess I can run this local setup now. Let's close this shit. Alright, so it's finished booting. Let's go clear. Run it. doc, password. Once again, as always, this is my baby boo, Miss Princess Leia. Say hi, Leia. Say hi. Say hi, Leia. She goes, hi, Leia. Alright. Got set the username. Cuddle bug. Isn't she my little cuddle bug? First, we're going to see if the application actually boots. Good. Password. Do a double boot. I just realized something. Technically, I can make it so the application stores the password in memory still and then does the next step automatically. That would technically be possible. Cool. Yeah, the next password, the next thing. Nice. Okay. We're moving forward. Okay. Okay. My little boo-boo. My little boo-boo. I love my little girlie. She's all like relaxed on my lap and just purring like crazy. Hi, little boo-boo. Hi, little boo-boo. Okay. So this is what we're gonna take on with Fable. Let's try it. Fuck it. All right, let's do a quick git push. It is not end of day, but this is the first task done, so this is great. I love my little girl. I love my little baby. He's so happy to have you in my lap, you little lap cat. Confirmed. Basically now we're going to be testing the application itself to make sure that the browser updates correctly. I love my baby. Let's run quad update. All right. Two times faster than Opus? Dude, you're kidding me. All right, we're continuing the day. We're at 74% tokens for the day. Let's see. Let's see how fast. We're going to be addressing a new error. Actually, let me just go hit swap model. All right, let's just see effort high, normal. I'm going to try it out. Why are these errors there? That's my question. All right. Okay, so let's try something real quick. I just realized that the last step when you have to log in into the application again, well, log in again, I just realized that that's kind of a redundant step because we already have the password in the memory variables. So can we just hold on to that, not get rid of it just yet, then patch it into the variable for this step, and then just have this step be like for resetting up the SSH key for both local and for Tailscale. So basically, can we make it so we grab that memory variable and then just basically run that entire step on backend instead of having the user re-input the step, the password. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of a redundant step. I mean, it's only gonna live in memory for like all of 2 seconds longer. So it's not like you're gonna like exposed for some crazy attack or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's such a limited amount of time in a limited window. All right, let's see what this new model does. God, she's so cute. My little kitty is so goddamn adorable. I fucking love her so goddamn much. Oh my god, my baby. I'm gonna let this run for a split second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some food.
Hi, beautiful. I'm a beautiful baby. I'm a beautiful baby. Oh my god, I love you, Leia. She's so cute.
with hope in the sky. Tonight. Night, good sunlight's got it out. With its hope in the sky. Tonight. Has come into dawn into bottom. Some cover but missing the added. Shoes are fading, we're leading, we're dancing, we lose. And got me blue. Some cover but missing the added. Shoes are fading, we're leading, we're dancing, we lose.
Alright, so we're gonna do this one next. We're gonna see if this new app build actually works. I'm gonna have to fucking use Scorched Earth, I almost forgot. Should ask me for my password again, let's see. Awesome, clear. Should be almost done. We're at 30 seconds, 1/3 of the way through. All right, testing time. Let's go. I'm gonna have this thing. Oh yeah, let's see how many tokens I actually used. We were at 74 and 3%. How did it reset? What? 0%? That can't be possible. I would have done that shit. I'm gonna run some crazy shit then. I'm gonna run like some madness. Oh shit. Whoops. Well, that's fine, I guess. It's like... Why is it not letting me do it? What? What the fuck happened? Alright, let's close the application, see what's up. Weird. Well, let's open this again. Let's see. Let's try this again. Weird. Weird. When I got to step 3, I accidentally hit cancel instead of continuing on the email login, and then I tried hitting the continue button again, and I think I broke it. I'm gonna give you exactly what the I'm gonna give you the debug window data. Hold on. So bizarre. That is crazy. That's an interesting error. Well, it's a good thing I came across it, right, Leia? Absolutely. Yeah, let's patch that. That is an important bug. This was an important bug, dude. This was actually a good one. That was a good one. All right, let's try breaking it again after this. We should try breaking it again. I like Fable. All right, so basically if I hit the cancel button this time around, it should handle it well to be able to reboot it, like be able to redo the login, correct? Like the listener will be able to handle it. Can we make it so this this works? Can we make it so this reinforcement can also be applied to any, so it's not just Google, that it also works with the Apple one, even though I don't have the Apple one yet? I mean, can we make it a variable error handling system instead of having it be only hard-coded into the Google one, where it could be called into the Google one or used for the Apple one? They are updating, okay, they're severely updating Claude Code, and they're severely updating their models, and it's fucking showing, and my complaints are going away. I wish we had this a month ago. Good lord. And we're only at 2%. Well, actually, that's pretty bad. Nice, thank you. That's what we need. See? You see? It's possible. And it's fucking hella fast. It's quick. It is quick. Let me tell you. Hold on. If I'm only... Oh, buddy. It uses a fuck ton of tokens, though. Woof. I'm gonna have it do some crazy shit soon, though. It uses more tokens, but it's fucking getting the work done. Like, it is totally fucking worth it. Wow. I feel like I was in the Stone Ages, and we just bumped onto the fucking Bronze Age. Handle this correctly. All right, so now we're gonna hit this. We should hit cancel. We're gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit back to safety. Break it the same exact way. All right, so let's see. Yeah, buddy. All right, cool. Should get the in. Got setup complete. All right, now this should reboot it. And then after it comes back online, it should do the honestly, step 9 and step 8 should be merged into one. Come on, buddy. All right, here we go. My doc password. All right. let's actually make step 9 merge into step 8, so when I hit the continue button, it just does all of that in one. It like after it detects the reboot, it says it's okay to go on, instead of just making the continue button be a thing, like where it like ungraze where it ungraze out the, where it basically makes the gray button that was the where it basically makes the old, god damn it, I can't speak today, basically makes the gray continue button not gray anymore. Before doing that, after it detects that it's already rebooted, have it trigger the auto SSH key step that we have in step 9, and then make it so when you hit the continue button one last time, it goes directly into the app for step 8, and then I think we should be good there. deploy failed to test because the dock is not currently on. I just reset it. But all of the steps should have been app side. Where are we at? 4%, dude? That's fucking great. All right, let's go. Let me just do a quick test actually, because I gotta make sure that this is actually landing where I think it's landing. It is landing correctly. I want to update this UI. It looks like butt. It looks like slop. We'll do a fucking UI update later. Update the ticket that regards the testing of each step in the initialization process. Well, basically figuring out the approach, well, addressing the error handling for every step in the initialization process. There should be a ticket that does that. Update it to state that we updated the step 3 email configuration setup. We like the new approach that we have to basically be able to handle errors regarding the email setup. Please, thank you. Let's continue. I got the email. Yes, I did. Good. Continue. I gotta go to the bathroom. I just want to finish setting this up. I want to see this succeed real quick before we actually stop. Alrighty. Continue. Aim for this back. MacBook Pro. Password instead. No, I thought that was asking for a second one of the username. Alright, new password. Continue. Alright, correct. Now let's see. It should reset once. Then it should create the SSH keys. As long as that does that, we're good to go. This new model is literally what I dreamed LLMs would be. Holy fucking shit. It is way too good. It is way too good. It's so clean. It's so clean. It's not overly verbose either. It's, oh my god, dude. I'm so fucking happy. I'm willing to lose the tokens just to keep using this model like this. This is so good. I can't wait for DeepSeek to catch up. As soon as DeepSeek catches up to this one, I might swap. Alright, let's hit the continue button. Let's see what happens. That is a thing of beauty. That is a thing of beauty. Alright. Solid, it worked. The current login worked exactly how I wanted it to. Great job. Let's do a git push. I'm gonna swap the model actually. And I'm still only in medium. I'm only in medium effort right now. Oh, on high effort, okay. Let's do a git push. 6%, 1% for the week. Solid. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording real quick. I'm gonna go to the bathroom while it does the git push. This is what I was hoping it was doing me while I was at the bathroom. God damn it. Alright, so next push is gonna be this basically is broken. It's still not working. Something's not. No response from resolve root. Why? Something's happening there. Something is happening there. Let's see what this can fix, because dude, if I'm gonna go grab some coffee, I'll be right back. If this can actually like fix it, like just fucking fix it, oh my god, Fable is too good, dude. Alright, now it's just finishing it. Ugh, god damn it. I wanna go grab coffee, I'll be back. All right, we back. All right, so let's address this next problem. Let me go ahead and actually close out the application. Let me go ahead and clear. All right, cool. It's having the same exact error. Session 3. Let's see what we can finish. All right, I fucked up. I found out why I wasn't doing it. So basically, I don't even remember when I stopped recording. I think I'm just recording for the first time now. I started the new session here. It was not working again, and then it was like, oh, you didn't push the latest version of the dock onto the dock, and I'm like, oh fuck. Now it's working, but now the problem is it's pinging every. Alright, perfect. Now it's working. But the thing is, it's still pinging every like 5 seconds. Is that okay? But it's not supposed to do that though. The design of it was explicitly that it doesn't do that. Oh wait, that's the auto refresh timer. Okay, so basically the design that I made recently works against this. So the whole point is that the watchdog is supposed to trigger refreshes if they're needed. So essentially, the second the watchdog does add something into the database, it should be triggering the refresh. So then it's like, and then the other time that's supposed to refresh is when you go between files or folders. You get what I'm saying? I forgot I had the auto refresh. Is this, I mean, computationally speaking, am I over engineering for efficiency in terms of bandwidth, or is this something that's worth it? Be honest and try to be combative if possible, because if this just fixes it, then I mean, fuck it, let's just do this. Then I don't need the watchdog refresher. Or do I still need that? Then let's update that. Solid. All right, so we're gonna update that. It's just a little minor efficiency thing that we're gonna do right here. All right, that's fine. Where is this? Browser request, there it is. I meant, okay, so wait, we haven't built that yet. Oh, if that's the case, then perfect. So there's no current Watchdog refresher. All right, perfect. All right, cool. All right, let's talk a little bit about the current repository. The current ticket. Ticket in the to-do list. What's next? That should lay out the rest of it. I think we should be good. Sadu. All right, let's see here. All right, let's do this one right here. Let's do this one right here. One second, let's just go here. PyOS build, doc API, app server functions. Browser, file management actions. All right, first things first, let's push all of the file management actions out of the current SFTP Windows into this one. Windows files, oh my god. Files into this one. So we're talking about everything that has to do with some of them are gonna be kind of tricky though, because they're gonna need input from the UI, and they're gonna need to have some back and forth with the UI, particularly when it comes to the move functions, and then move coordinator. Particularly the move coordinator, that's going to be a really challenging one. Should I ultra code for that? This is not a small move, and it's literally using two different systems. Like, it's working between the actual application and the dock, and then it also needs to coordinate that with API requests for populating the UI. So I don't even know if I don't think we currently have anything like that in terms of being able to receive UI output from the application, from the dock, and then being able to receive UI input from the application. I think we do have that one, but I want it to be, I don't want it to have, like, we have one for the initialization, but if that one already exists, before we even touch the other stuff, we need to make the input and output sections of the API be in a single location. That way we're not rebuilding it every single time, you know what I mean? So then that way we could just call them within the API functions instead of actually needing to build them over and over and over again. That would be a waste. So I guess let's start there and then work our way down into these SFTP functions and placing them in that new file management actions.py file. All right, so I think no, I didn't. No, I didn't. All right, I hadn't triggered ultra code yet. Now I did. Ready to go. Continue, please. Let's see how many tokens this fucking uses. Oh my god. I'm at 20% right now. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't use like all of them. Let's see. This is gonna take a hot minute. Holy shit, dude, that's like 18 agents. Oh my god. No, that literally is 18. Holy shit. Woof. Hot damn. All right, let's see. I said I was gonna do something crazy with that new context window that I have. It's gonna reset today, so I might as well just use the shit out of it. This fucking model is so fast. It just launched 19 agents in 5 minutes. It just did the work of processing, let's say 120,000, 200,000, 300,000, 350, 450, 400. Like literally almost a million tokens there in 5 minutes. The fuck? Dude, this shit's so fast. Dude, this shit's so fast. It literally ran 18 agents. It's running the 19th one now. 1 million tokens, 6 minutes, dude. What? Dude, that's absurdly fast. That is absurd. What is the purpose of saving? Dude, I've been building like workflows for a couple of Dude, I've been building LLM workflows for a couple months now, and well, a month now. Dude, I've been building LLM workflows for like a month now, and I have a theory about Fable 5. It could be just literally Opus 5, except plus workflow architecture built around it, like pre-made workflow architecture, because I've been noticing that it's less verbose. So it has less fucking like things to say about things. Like it just seems less wordy, less chatty, and just more to the point. And then like basically the whole point of all of the LLM workflows that I've built in like in a nutshell, specifically around like context well, gathering and also building context libraries, is basically like it basically is like the condensation of information, so it's easier to access. So it's like you don't have to read the entirety of the code base every single time. You have like intentions and like things that you state. I actually built this whole like you've seen them probably, the fucking Obsidian node things, like I built my repository wiki, and basically like it's like the whole purpose of that essentially is just to just condense how information is ingested. And so it's like you're offsetting workloads between agents to be able to basically gather the most vital information to the ultimate decision maker agent. You know what I'm saying? And basically that's what I think Fable is doing on the back end. From just observing like how it works a little bit, like, or even just like the outputs that I've been getting from it, that's how it feels. It's so fucking fast, dude. Except because it's also, the other reason I think this is also because they got fucking Carpathy working for them now. So it's like they got him, and all of a sudden Fable 5 comes out. I feel like there's something that happened there, and he's the king of the fucking wikis and like the LLM wikis and LLM workflows, dude. Like that is the dude. And I feel like that has a lot to do with it. Alrighty. So 510 actions, 20 agents, 4. Yes. Safe actions. Now I know what you're talking about. So for the execution pathway, I agree. So we already have that designed out. Basically, they should get executed through a watchdog. Now, I think I have a second watchdog that I wanted to add, but I don't think I actually need a watchdog as much as I need a service. So it's like, as long as anything exists inside of the action, I think there already is something in place for that, but basically, as long as something exists inside of the action queue, it should do it in order of when it was added, exactly the same way that things are added into SafeWrite, and how the logic that it uses for picking the order at which things are done in. The same exact logic should be applied to safe action, essentially. I don't know if there should be a second watchdog, or if this watchdog can handle both, but I think I would like to have two separate ones, or if a watchdog's even needed, because basically, as long as anything exists inside of that queue, it should just execute the queue. It's not really watching like folders or files or drives. It's like, it's more of just watching a single file that if anything exists in it, you're supposed to do it in the order that it's inputted into it. I think that would be the safest approach. Does that answer question 1? And then what's question 2? Report current behavior. Wait. Exactly, it's a queue controller. It can be a service DMD file. Exactly. Yeah, a Q consumer thread. So I agree. Yeah, definitely a Q consumer thread regarding what we're talking about here. The second watchdog versus this one. I think the Q consumer thread is the way to go. And then what's the conflict question? So move/merge port for 311. What is the conflict? I would want it to reflect the current model. When the ticket was created, that's before I had the context of what I'm currently building right now. This is pre-building by a lot. So the more current model is the more accurate model. The old one is literally just placeholder as a to-do list item more than anything else. Does that answer your question? I fucking love Fable 5. God damn. Alright. Hold on. Let me see how many tokens this took up. Alright, let's take a look at it. 1.6 million tokens. How much? This is what I was at before it. Ready? Let's see. Woof. 850? Oh no. Oh no. I think we should pause this after we have this done because this is going to be an expensive update. It's like the fucking meme, like the, oh no, oh no. After this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it for today, for the next 2 hours. 3 hours, no! It's gonna be until 9 p.m., dude, no! This is something I needed to do. 1.6 million tokens, how much? This is what I was at before it. Ready? Let's see. Alright, let's take a look at it. All right, where does the consumer thread write per task? Consumer writes a structured result row per task. Why does it need to write? Why would it need to write? I'm kind of confused about that because the watchdog watches the actions and then logs them essentially within the database as a reflection of the current database. I don't really need the history of actions though. So I don't understand what the purpose of that would be. I see you. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's do that. Yeah, then you can deduce the actual action being completed as it being deleted and currently existing within the database. So yeah, let's do the linear version. Also, quick thing, I'm at 90% tokens right now. Should I pause? After this and just basically have like a mechanical prompt to feed later, or do you think you'd be able to do it within 10% of the max plan for the 5-hour window? Dude, I reckon it's... Dude, I honestly reckon it's roughly like 2 million tokens of per 5-hour window. So it's like, if you use it, the thing is, it's like, what am I at for like my weekly usage? Yeah, dude. So basically it's like 2 million tokens per 5-hour window. So basically it's like 2 million tokens per 5-hour window. And honestly, it's like, I did the math. If you want it to last you all week, so you can work 7 days a week, you basically need to have like, I think it's like 13 point something or 14 point something % of the weekly usage per day in order to be able to have like 7 days a week of work. But with Fable, with multi-agents like this, you only get 2 million tokens per day basically, which is crazy. Well, that's 2 million tokens of ingestion. I don't know about output in relation to the two of those, because those are two different sets and how they like basically calculate those. I'm so tempted, like I'm so ridiculously tempted to try DeepSeek, but this Fable 5 is so goddamn good, dude. Did you have any other questions though? One, yes. All batch, well, only when, for number 2, if this is in reference to status poll cadence in the sense of actions, only when the action is launched and when the action is completed, or errors. Out. I think I'm gonna end up compiling my fucking application. I think the existing 5-second refresh is okay, to be honest. I think I also used to have a refresh per action being completed. That might be worth it, to be honest, because if I'm already doing 5-second ones, I mean, I'd rather have the information reflected sooner than later. But even then, this side of the application is just not even going to be used, to be honest, most of the time. There's a whole other structure that I'm building out here. But yeah, but honestly, in my opinion, I think per action completion would be great if we could do a refresh like that. In addition to the 5-second one, the 5-second one's basically like a safety, like a fallback. I don't want to depend on a fallback to reflect, because I mean 5 seconds, yeah, you know, it's not the end of the world to wait 5 seconds, but I mean, is that over engineering it there? Race conflicts path, confirm my intended shape so it's not silent choice. If the consumer hits a destination that changed. Well, that right there is exactly the purpose of the poll cadence being directly affected by the action completion. I think basically a mixture of that and a mixture of the history, like basically viewing history and calculating that in addition to what is currently reflected on the database. If something no longer is going to exist there, because like for example, you're moving file from folder A to folder C, and then you say I want to move the file from folder A to folder B, but file A to folder C is already in progress within the, I mean honestly this, we're talking about milliseconds of time, but you get what I'm saying? Like I think that having that kind of safety would help with the race conditions there too, not just with what is currently available inside of the UI, but also tying it to the actual queue as well as the Watchdog database, which is the current reflection of the directory. Did you put together a full plan for the build already? Just checking. I'm okay with burning it. I'm down at 8%, but would it be worth just applying it right now? Is it possible to apply it? if I get stopped, I mean, would that mess up the mechanical application of the plan? Let's do it now then. Let's run it. Let's see how long that lasts. Alright, I think this is gonna be it for right now. I think I'm gonna like just chill the rest of the night then, I guess. This is like, well, at least for now, until this is done, because I'm not gonna be able to actually continue until like 9 p.m. So I might as well just like, I have like 2 hours and change. I kind of want to try to beat that boss again, but I don't know. I have so much shit left to do. It's writing right now. It's gonna be writing for a hot minute. But wait a second, were the actual actions, like the moves and like the error handling and all that sort of stuff, or is this just the input output side of things? And that's it. Out of tokens. Alright, we're out of tokens. So that's it. Womp womp. We're officially out of tokens. Womp womp. So that's 17% for one 5-hour block. Alright. I would do a git push, but alright, so I'm gonna keep this context window here just because it's fucking necessary. Alright, so that's pretty much it for right now. I'm gonna stop for like 2 hours and change just to see if I can like actually do this right. So yeah, basically the UI side is not tied into it. The current it did transfer everything else. It did transfer everything else. I'm really skeptical about the move because the move logic was like essential in how it's working. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I should trust it. I gotta test it to make sure that it did what I think it did. So I'm gonna look at that code base later, and then yeah, we're gonna call it for right now. I'm going to pretty much just go into the other stuff. I'm gonna play a game for a little bit, hang out, and yeah, a little fucking 3-hour workflow today. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you.